Good afternoon. Welcome to TDP Python programming using Pandas. Uh, Today's session about the Pandas. And the previous session we have discussed about the NumPy. So these two are the Pandas library which are used to in data analytics and to implementing data science applications. So, if at all you want to learn the pandas, the prerequisite is NumPy and basic Python programming. So, pandas is an advanced library of Python programming language which is used to analyze your data. Okay, which loads a huge data set into your program and reads the entire data set and analyze whatever the requirement you want, what kind of queries you want to, you can execute by using a pandas library. So in pandas, we have two types of data structures we are implementing. One is series, the second one is data frame. The series is a data structure which is consisting of one-dimensional heterogeneous data, which consisting of one-dimensional heterogeneous data. So we can use as like as a list. And the next is data frame. A data frame is also a data structure of pandas, which is two-dimensional array, which consisting of or like a which consisting of a heterogeneous data, and it consisting of rows and columns, where the rows are called as indexes, and the columns are called as columns itself. So if at all you want to process a two-dimensional data, an array, if it that too, that is a huge data set, we can use the pandas, we can use the data frames in pandas. So we have a set of functions belongs to this pandas library. By using of these functions, we can analyze your data set, depends upon your requirement. So we are going to know what are the library functions which are available in the pandas library, followed by there's some kind of examples. And first I'm explaining with a small data sets which is created within the program, followed by we are taking huge data, that is agriculture analysis, Indian agriculture analysis, that is available in terms of CSV file, that is comma separated value. It's the same as an Excel file. It's a find of, a find of it's a type of it's a type of format of Excel file. So all the values are stored in a comma separated values. So that kind of file which is loads into your program and with the help of your pandas, and we are reading the entire the huge data set, and we can project whatever the queries you want, you can project. And one more thing, there is a good advantage of Python, that is it is used to clean the data. Let's say if at all we are using the huge data set, there is a chance there may be a null values. Let's say I have n number of columns in a data set. In n number of columns, each and every row we are representing each, for each and every column we have some values. So there is a way, there is a chance to, there is some columns doesn't have values. Let's say if at all we are recording the agriculture analysis in India. So what happened, we are considering like a column attributes like what the state names, district names, crop, what type of the cropping year, okay, area, and what is the uh, crop, what, how much area it utilizes. Okay, these are the some kind of columns. So if at all we are framing the data set, there is a chance if one state having one district, there is a crop details is not available. So there we have there is a chance we can put in null values. So after loading your huge data set into your application, we need to clean the data, we need to clean the null values. So for that, the first and foremost thing, we have to clean the data. Those columns having null, we have to clean. So that kind of techniques which is available in pandas itself. So after cleaning, we are going to execute the exploration. Okay, what kind of exploration you want, you can by using of some kind of conditional programming. Okay, so first we are looking into what kind of functions we have in under pandas. And one more thing, the pandas, whatever the pandas we are implementing, that pandas are designed on the top of the numpy. Without numpy there is no pandas applications. So all the pandas library which are runs on numpy library itself. So yeah, we are looking to do what kind of functions we have which is available in our pandas. Okay. These are the content today we are going to discuss. We have things. One is how we are importing the data, how we are importing a huge data set into your application. First one. Second one, after processing your huge data set, after cleaning the data set, how we are exporting. Let's say we have different types of data sets which is available. It may be a CSV file, it may be a SQL file. Okay, there is a database. In the database we can have a table database also. In the database we can import the database also by using of pandas. And we can import the Excel file also instead of CSV and SQL file. And we can use tables also. Okay, sometimes in advanced applications, especially in the web application development, any analytics and web-based data analytics, there we are using a JSON format files, JavaScript object notation files. So there we are combining the JavaScript and XML forms. So there is another kind of format other than the CSV, Excel, and SQL and table format. We have a JSON file also. So we can import the CSV file or Excel file or a table file or a SQL file or a JSON file. Even we can export the same formats also by using of pandas. That is an exporting data. And next, we have to create an object before the processing your analytics. So how many ways we are creating the test objects. So mainly we are focusing on two things. One is a series, another one is a data frame. Where the series is nothing but as a one-dimensional heterogeneous data set, and the data frame is a two-dimensional heterogeneous data set which has indexes and columns. I mean rows and columns. And next we are inspecting the data and we are viewing the data. Okay, right, what type of information it has, what we are going to describe the data set. We are showing the information about that. When we are describing, we can get the mean and the or like all the statistical functions like mean and correlation or standard deviation like that. And we can view the data, we can have some kind of methods, we can view the data top 10 rows, and we can use the top 100 rows. Okay, let's say if at all I have to use a rows. Okay, we can also see the tail rows also by using a views concept. And the selection, we have some kind of condition mechanisms. We can select whatever you want. You can select the entire column, you can select entire row, you can select the combination of row and column based on your condition. We can select the range of data, we can select the column based combination of columns also. Okay, that is some kind of methods, functions we have to use in implementing this kind of selection mechanisms. And data cleaning, already told na, how we are cleaning the data and null value, how we are cleaning the null value rows. Okay, so there we have some kind of methods which are used to clean your data. And next, filter, sort, and group by. We can filter the data, whatever the data you want from the huge data set, and we can sort the according to your ascending or descending order. And we can group the columns also. Let's say for example, I have a state and a district name and crop. So I want to display the state and district names based upon the cropping or production. So highest to low. So I want to group these three. Out of n number of columns, I need to group 2 or 3 columns to perform some kind of operations. There we are using grouping mechanism. And we have some kind of mechanism we can join or combine. But joining in the sense, we're just concatenating two data sets into a single data set, and we can concatenate either vertically or horizontally. The vertical in the sense, first we are concatenating whatever the first data set. After the last line of the first data set, we are concatenating the second data set. This is a vertical concatenation. Horizontal concatenation, whatever the columns have, which is available in the data set one, which is concatenated. The second data set columns which are pasted to the beside of your first column. So we will get, let's for example, data set 1 having 7 columns, data set 2 having 2 columns. If at all we are concatenating as horizontally, what happens? It combines 7 plus 2. It becomes 9 columns. So like that. There are 2 ways to combining the data with using a concatenation mechanisms. And we have statistics functions also, same as what like NumPy we discussed earlier in the previous session, right? So these are some kind of content we are going to discuss right now, practically hands-on session, right? Before any application which is runs on a Pandas based application, we need to import these two libraries. One is a NumPy, second one is a Pandas. Import NumPy as NP. Okay, no need to write NP. We can write our own name, whatever. But frequently we are using that NP only. Import Pandas as PD. So this is a local reference for NumPy as an NP, Pandas as a PD. So how we are importing the data? Okay, these are the functions which are used to import the data. See here, first one, read CSV file. The thing is, we are loading this entire CSV file into your application. Here, the file name. If the file should be within your current directory, then only can it imports. Okay, otherwise what happened, we need to use one additional functions like a OS library. Okay, in Python we have an OS library. OS library consists of functions. We can use a change directory, CSDR. So by using of those OS functions, we can change the directory to navigate to require the or like a data set which is available in which directory we are going to navigate. Then we can load in any function, that may be a CSV, Excel, SQL, JSON, whatever, any kind of function we need to navigate. Otherwise, whatever the application you are developing in the directory, we should have a data set. If it is not, we have to change the directory. Okay. The next is we can read Excel file. That is PD is a reference of your Pandas library, which is imported earlier, right? This PD, right? So PD dot read Excel. So we should give a Excel file name. The extension has dot XLS. Okay. Next, PD dot read SQL file. Whenever we want to read an SQL file, we need to provide the connection object. Whatever the query you have, so we have some kind of queries. We have categories of queries like data manipulation queries, data definition queries, DLL, DML queries. So we should write. If at all you want to select, you can write the select query. If at all you want to create a table, you can write the create a table. If at all you want to insert some data, you can write an insert query. So followed by the connection object. What are the connection object? If at all you are using MySQL connection object. If you are using SQL driver, SQL Oracle connection object, we should use, right? And the next is, if at all you want to import a JSON file, that is JavaScript object notation, we can use. And we can create a dictionary. Whatever the dictionary we have, a dictionary is a collection of items, each item consisting of pair values. One is a key followed by value, right? So the dictionary also can be converted into your data frame. Am I clear? So whatever the items which is belongs to data set, so entire data set can be converted into your two-dimensional array, data frame, which is having an index and columns. So whatever the column we have, let's say for example, whatever the key we have, that is column name, whatever the value, that is the value. So we can give the indexes. There are two ways. There are two ways to create a data frame. One is by default by using of set of list followed by the index name followed by column names. There's a one way. Another way by using a dictionary also. We can create a dictionary you can access. So first we are looking into these practices concepts followed by the next. Okay, first one. How can we read a CSV? I'm not going to look into the Excel, SQL, and JSON files right now. Just I'm practicing. We are going to practicing only CSV and data frames. Okay, all right. See, first I'm loading the CSV file. Okay, right. First I need to import NumPy as NP. Next I need to import Pandas as PD. Next we need to create. Okay, ultimately whatever the CSV file which is imported into an application, that should be a data frame, not the series. Not the series. A series is single dimensional heterogeneous data, it's the same as list, but the data set consisting of rows and columns, so we need to preserve as a data frame itself. Okay, so I'm using df. Okay, pd dot read csv of, I have an APY dot CSV. This is my file name. Now I'm using simply type of df. Okay, yeah, see, Pandas core framework data frame. Okay, the type is data frame. So pandas dot core dot frame, in that frame we have a data frame. So if at all I want to view the content, okay, just use df. That's all. Yeah, this is our file, imported file, which is consisting of state name, district name, crop year, season, crop, area, production. These are the 7 columns, and followed by we have rows. How many rows we have? 22,46,091 rows. See, just imagine how many rows it has. It's a huge data. Just imagine how can we show the content by using of Excel or any SQL, any kind of applications. It's going to be a difficult task. But whenever we are using the pandas, it can be easy to access the content. You can show the content, you can project the content, whatever you want, you can do it in a fraction of seconds by using a pandas. That is the main advantage of pandas over the existing applications and technologies. Okay. So, Sarah, see, 2,46,091 rows and 7 columns. See, we have a dot dots right after 4. So this is the thing. Okay, right? This is the one way. And the second way, how can we create a series and frames? Okay, so here we have 2 things, right? Data frames and series. Before that, we need to create a data frame by using our dictionary. Okay, we will do once first. Let's say my dict is equals to, okay, here I'm using a dictionary. Let's say name colon, sorry, colon is, okay. First I'm using the roll number colon. I have to give the name here. Okay, student. Let's say for example, Ram. The student name is Ram. Then sorry, roll number. We should have a roll number, right? Here 501. Here the name is Ram. Next year colon 14, this, and followed by branch colon CSC, comma. Let's say I'm going to give the like rank colon second rank. So this is the first row, right? I'm creating like this. Second one. So before that, I need to change the values. Okay. The key is always same. The values will be varied. Okay. Here I'm giving the Raj. This fellow belongs to third year. Branch is AC. Rank is 2. So rank is 3. And another person 3. Sita. Second year student. CSC. Rank first rank, and we are giving another student. Yeah. Roll number 201. Lakshman. He's also fourth year, but he belongs to EEE department. His rank is, let's say, 4. Is this visible? Yeah, I will just go. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. One second. Yeah, this is my dict, right? Now I'm creating df1 is equals to, okay, pd dot data frame. Okay, pd dot data frame, that is my dict. Just df1. Just run it. So see here, these are the columns and roll number, name, year, branch, and rank. We should maintain the same the column names, each and every dictionary rows, and followed by these things. Okay, right? This is the way we are going to create a data frame. And how can we create a series? S is equals to, let's say, pd dot series, capital S, series of, we can use like this, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. That's all. Yes. Yeah. See, 1 2 3 4 5. You can use any kind of things. Let's say, for example, have a ROM. The student, he has a roll number 502. Use the comment here, heterogeneous data, right? So I'm using different data. Okay. Here the year is the fourth year student. Okay, and he belongs to CSC, and the 4, like this. C 502 ROM. This is series. Series is a single dimensional heterogeneous data, but data frame is a 2-dimensional one. So in different way. So this is by using of a dictionary, we can create a data frame. Other than dictionary, how can we create directly with using a list? Okay, that will be shown here. Okay, and df2 is equals to directly pd dot, okay, pd dot data frame, yeah. Here I'm giving the values, right? Like a 502 same RAM. Let's say item number 1201 doll quantity 6, and basic price is 25 rupees 50 paisa. And yeah, this is my thing. And another item number, that is 1220, that is what like atta. Okay, and followed by the quantity is 8 quantities, and base price is 52 rupees. Okay, and again I'm giving another item number, that is 1230, and this is soap. The quantity is 7 quantity, and the price is 35 rupees. Okay, so this is the way we are giving like this. Yeah, this is my data set. Followed by, we can use index is equals to, okay, indexing. We can write what like IT1, item 1, ITAM, sorry, item 1. How many? We are using 3, right? So we have to project 3 here. Yeah, here 3, and we should have the columns is equals to. Now we have to specify their corresponding column. First one, item number, followed by item quantity price. This is my data frame 2. See here, item number, item quantity price, item 1, item 2, item 3, like this. We can create like this also. We can create like this also. So here we created two types of data frames. Three types of data frames. One is DF, which is imported your agriculture details like this by using a CSV file. This is my CSV file, which is available here. See, APYD CSV file, which is available in the current directory. So directly I can directly import it. If it is not available here, I want to navigate to the corresponding address where it is available, the directory. Okay. So so I need to redirect. I need to change my directory by using a OS library in Python. Okay. And then the second one is by using of what like your dictionaries, by using a mydict. That mydict is converted into your Pandas data frame, right? And the second one, third one is we are creating a series, that is S, and we have created data frame by using our direct the set of a list followed by index and columns specification. Okay, so we are going to work on these 3 kinds of data frames. Okay, depends upon our requirement, our questionnaire. Okay, next. This is and these are the things we have discussed till now. One is how can we read a CSV file, and we can also read the Excel and SQL just the same as CSV file. There is no difference, but the difference is when we are reading the SQL, we need to create a connection. We have to write a Python program. How can we access the database? You should create an object, connection object. Okay, it may be relational database. It may be directly in access of data access. Okay. And next is data frame. How we are creating data frame? We're using a data frame by using a dictionary. I have created one mydict. In that, using a mydict, I'm converting into pandas object. And next is exporting the data. Same way we can export. Okay, df2 your file name. Let's say, for example, if at all I want to export this file, df2 dot to underscore csv. Here I'm giving what like file name, that is shop.csv. See here, I'm getting shop.csv here, csv file. Okay, here we are exporting shop.csv file. Here I'm importing. So this is where we can export, and also we can export as Excel also. To Excel of, how can we specify this? Shop.xls, right? Right. XLS. Yeah. 1 second. The format is wrong. What is the format of Excel format? XLS. XSL. Oh, sorry. XSL. XSLX. Excel. 1 second. Fatal. I'm giving what happened. It actually takes seconds. I want to give file name Excel. 1 second. 1 second. We should know what is the Excel format. Okay, 1 second. Excel SX or Excel? That depends upon no Excel file. Yeah, 1 second. Use Excel files. Yeah. See. I will. 1 second. I want what the exact extension. XLS. Okay. Excel SX. Excel SX. Excel SX. It is also okay. Sorry. Here we have created data frame like that. Okay. So simple. Okay. F1. Okay, we need a module. Okay, if at all you want to export the Excel, we need module, that is Open Excel. So we don't have right now. So we are going to try in another way. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Right. df dot. Sorry, df1 dot. Sorry, df1 dot to csv. csv. Student.csv. So whenever we want to export an Excel, we need Open Excel library. We need to install. Okay. So here we have created a CSV file. Okay. The next, this is a way we are going to export the corresponding files. The next is data frame series. We have already done with the series. How can we create a series? And see here a random number. So we can create by using NumPy also. How can I see? df3 is equals to ed dot data frame of np dot random. Okay, rand int of, we should give 5 by 5 matrix. Okay, 5 by 5. So not 5 by 5, up to 25 range. The size is let's say 5 comma 7 5 comma 1 second 5 comma 10. So 5 by 10 matrix will be created, that is random generated numbers with having a range from 0 to 25 itself. Okay, yeah, this is the one. See, these are the 10 rows and columns. And here we can name the indices, and index is equals to, we can specify how many, 1 2 3 4 5, and columns is equals to, we can say row 1, okay, row 1, row 2, row 3. So I'm customizing the row name also. Okay, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, yeah, one second, I have to put into square braces here. 7. Oh, not here. Yeah, one second. A is equals to NP, one second, must be was 2-dimensional. Columns index shape was by button indices. Okay, indices is wrong. Index 1 2 3 4 5 5 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5. See, 5 only, right? One second. Syntax, where we have, sorry. Yeah. Is there any, one second, is there any mistakes in it? I think so. In double quote itself, I think so. Right, here, I forgot it. See here, the comma separated is missing. That's why Yeah, sorry. Yeah, like this. See, though row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6, row 7, row 8, row 9, row 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can export this df3 dot to CSV. Or you can give the name. The name is rand dot CSV. Yes. Here we have a rand dot CSV file. So this is the way we are going to create data frames. Data frames can be created by using of random numbers. Data frames can be created by using a fictional data set. That is, it may be a CSV file, SQL file, Excel file, or a JSON file. And we can create by data frames by using of dictionaries also. And the series also we have practiced, right? And how we are inspecting and viewing the data. Head is a function which is shows the first rows, and tail it shows the last rows. And we can specify the number. Let's say for example I have 4 lakhs rows. I want to show only first 100. You can use data frame dot head of 100, so it shows the first 100 rows. If at all I want to see the last 100 rows, you can use tail of 100. Shape is a same as numpy function. Already we discussed the shape, right? It shows the row into column size. And info, it describes the information. What are the data, what are the index it has, what are the column it has, what is the data types of their corresponding data, each and every column, and what the how much memory it requires to store this data set. Okay. And the next is df dot describe. It describes your data set in terms of statistical description, the mean, and the mean and deviation, correlation, okay, standard deviation. It shows all the information. And apply. We can apply some unique values to your data frames. So see, we are doing these functions. The first one, if at all I want to see the DF is an agriculture data set. So how we are viewing the agriculture data set? DF dot head of 20. So it shows the first 20 headsets. See, 20. First 20 rows. Let's say df1. What is df1? Df1 simple list, combination of list I'm created, right? Df head of 3. So this is the student list, first 3 rows. Okay. And the next is df2 dot head of 3 again. So this is my dictionary, right? Dictionary based. So this is my dictionary based first 3. And let's say I want to view df3 head of, sorry, df3 head of 3. Okay, this is a random number generators, first 3. Okay, it has, how many it has? 5 rows, but I'm showing only 3 rows. Okay, right? If at all I want to see the tail of 3. So 3, last 3 of your agriculture data set. Okay, tf dot tail of 3. This first 3 rows of your agriculture data set. Sorry, last 3 rows of agriculture data set. And df1 dot tail of 3 shows the last 3, right? First is dot view, because I have the 4 rows, it shows the last 3 only. df2, right? Tail of 3, This is my dictionary data, my dict data. And next we have a random generator, that is fdf3 dot tail of 3. This is the last 3. Okay, right. This is head and tail. And next, shape, df dot shape. What is the shape of df agriculture data set? We have 4 lakhs rows and 7 columns, right? So it shows like this. See, 2 lakhs 46,091, and df1 shape. It represents row and column size. There's nothing else. Okay, and df2 dot shape, df2 dot shape, 3x4 matrix shape. This is 5 by 10, right? Okay, right. This is showing inspecting the size, and if at all you want to provide information regarding the what is the index data, what is the column names, what are the types of columns name. Okay, so by using of info method, okay, df.info, here see we have info. I think it belongs to NumPy. Okay, this is inherited from the NumPy library to Pandas itself. Okay, see the range of indexing 2,46,091 entries, that is 0 to 2,46,090, and data columns total 7 columns. Here we have a columns numbers and names. The column names of state name, district name, crop year, season, crop area, production, and we have the what like counting null values and their corresponding data type. Okay, see data types, how many data types is grouped. Okay, how many float 64, so how many 64, how many objects it has. Okay, the summation of these data types should be the same as the column numbers. Okay, 9.4 MB data will be it used with the size of the file. Okay, and next we are going to inspecting the information about the remaining data frames, right? df1 info, right? See, yeah, okay. With pandas, 4 entries, that is 0 to 4, that is indexing, and columns are 5 columns. The columns of the roll number, name, year, branch, rank. See, whatever the single code data string, that is in terms of object, the remaining are integer types. Okay, and df2 dot info. Okay, so see here, this is my dictionary. Okay, item number, item, quantity, price. I have 3 entries. Okay, that is item 1 to item 3. Okay, right. And the next is df3 dot info. Okay, right. See here, the columns, the row indexing in 5 entries, 1 to 5, and the columns are 10 columns, that is row 1 to row 10. All are integer type. Why? Because it's a random integer generator. Okay, right. Next we are going to describe the describe, which is describes your statistical functions, all the statistical functions like this. See, it counts the total crop year, area, production. Those belongs to integer type, not the objects. The float or integers. Okay, values are there in your columns, then only executes the functions. Count their mean, their standard deviation, their minimum value, maximum value. Okay, correlation. Okay, okay, that is 25, 50, 75. And right, next df1 describe. See here, have only year and rank. Okay, minimum second year, maximum fourth year. And df2 dot describe, yeah, this is a quantity and price. The remaining are object types, so we are not including that. And df3 c, all are integer types, right? All are included. First the random integer numbers, right? So here see, all columns are included, row 1 to row 10. Okay, right? The next. So the next is selection. How we are selecting the data depends upon your query. See, the first one, see, df of call. So the column name, whatever the column name we are specifying, the labeled column will be displayed as a series. Okay, it is converted into series. And if at all I want multiple columns, I can use like this with the square brace, column number 1, comma column number 2. Okay, allocation, it's identify the location, it specifies the location number. If at all I'm using 0, it shows the entire row of 0. Okay, you can use a allocation of index number. So whatever the index we have, the index one, it shows the total row. In the first row, if at all I want to display first row, I look 0 comma colon, in the sense 0th column and sorry 0th row column, entire columns. Okay, 0 by 0, first element in the first column. Okay, so we will look at this df columns ilog log df dot, sorry, column name. First we are giving only column name, that is crop. Okay, it shows the crop column, entire crop column of your agriculture analysis data set, right? apy.csv file. See here, this is the crop. Okay, if at all I want district name, so it shows only district names. Okay, if at all I want only what like a state name, okay, it shows the state names. Okay, dot head of 30, yeah, first 30. If at all you want the last 30, you can use tail, right? Right, this is a way. If at all want the season tail, so kharif rabi summer. Okay, right? So this is the way we are selecting a column. So the combination of column, how can I df, oh, we can run with the what like column next df next, I mean data frames. We have around 4 data frames, right? Exceeding data. What it has a data frame. Let's say df1, what it consisting, yeah, df of the column name. What is the df of column name? First one, what you're using, yeah, names are right. Let's say name, it's not name, 1 second, df1, sorry, not df, yeah, so ram, raj, sita, lakshman. Okay, we can also df2 also. Let's say df2 item name, so we can use item as dal, atta, keshu. So in df3, what is the, okay, There I'm using row number, right? Row number 4. It should show the row number 4. Right? If at all I want to combine and project the two columns, how can I? df of, let's say for example, crop and season. First I want to use season. Okay, in that I need to use publish like this, comma. I need to give crop, right? I want to close another one here. Yeah. Yeah. See the crop and season and crop side by side, the combination, right? I can use and I'm slicing only columns. One is the season column, second one is the crop column. Okay. In df1, what we have in df1, I think one is a name, another one is a roll number, right? I'm using name followed by branch. Okay. Yeah, Ram CSE, Rod CSE, Sita CSE. Actually, df2. What are the columns we have on df2? df2 we have what, like a item and price, right? So I'm using item here, comma price. Okay. So item doll, the price is 25, ATA is 52, and so it's 35, right? And we have three. What is the random number generator, right? So there we have rows, right? Row 2, comma row 6. We can use like this also. Okay, like this. Row 2, row 6. Okay, right? We can inspect. We can select based upon their columns. Okay, ilog df of 0, not 0, sorry. ilog df dot ilog of 0. See, it shows the first column as the first row. Entire first row will be displayed like this. Let's say I want 100th row. Okay, 100th row specification. A specific row, ith row, which is represents the column name followed by their value. Okay, state name is Andaman Nicobar Island, and district name is North and Middle Andaman. Crop year 2006, and season is Olia. The crop is banana. Area is 957.57 acres, and production is 8,582 tons. Okay, right. Next, df dot ilog of what, like any number. Yeah, like this. See, it shows Andhra Pradesh, Chittoor district, year 2002, the holy tobacco. Okay, right. If at all I want the df1 ilog of 1, it shows like this. The roll number is 502, name is Raj, year 3, branch EC. Okay, and df2 dot ilog of, what is the number? It is, let's say 2. Okay, what it is, I think soap, I think so, right? Dal atta soap. Yeah, so 230 item number, item is soap, the quantity is 7, price is 35. Okay, and the next is df3 ilog we have enough 5 rows, right? I'm not going to give 4, the last row. So like this, okay? The column name followed by their values. Okay, right. And the next is location index name. Already we discussed the index name. And if at all we have an index number. So if at all I want to present ilog by using of entire row, df ilog of 0 comma colon 0 comma colon, right? The first row, it shows the first row like this. It is same as ilog of 0. If at all I want first two, okay, ilog of what like 0 comma 2, yeah, 2000, this one, right? 2000. If at all I want Kharif 3, sorry, 3 Kharif. Okay, if at all, okay, write the area. If at all I want the area, I want to use 5. Area 1254. Okay, right. This is about the selection. And the next is data cleaning. Data cleaning is nothing but if at all any nulls are there, we have to find by using of pd dot is null. It shows how many nulls are there in corresponding your column name. In which column it has nulls. Okay, it shows the count, how many nulls it has, and followed by not null, it shows the reverse. Okay, if it is null, it shows what each and every row. If it is a null, it shows true. Is not null, return in reverse, it shows as false. Drop any, drop any is a function which drops the entire rows where the value having a null values. Okay, right? Drop NA in axis 1, so columns. So if at all I want to delete the row, if the if the row having any index having null, the row will be deleted by default. If I'm using axis equals to 1, it delete the column also. Delete the column also. I will show. Okay, right? Fill NA, we can fill the value. If any in null values are available, we can use a prerequisite prefixed data text. I can write my name where we have a null value. Okay, and we have a is num. Okay, some will be shows. Okay, let us see. We have, yeah, first we are executing only for first data frame because there is only one empty thing is there. Okay, is null. Okay, see here, see I'm not showing like is null dot head of 100. If at all, is there any within 100? Okay, let's say if it is not 100, if it is 45, in within a 45 is there any nulls? No. Okay, if at all any it tails 40s, we will see. Here also we don't have, but we have some kind of range will be executed. I will show. Okay, and is null. If at all I'm using what like not null is a reverse, it shows true. There's all are true. Where we have a null, that it shows the false. It's a reverse of null, is null, right? And the next is drop NA. Before drop NA, we have to find what like one second. We have one function. We should have one function. There we find null values. One second. This is very important. Yeah, is NA sum. Sorry, is NA sum. Okay, so we are finding df is NA. So shows is a is NA dot sum. So row by row, it shows how many nulls are there. df. So is NA. See, state name doesn't have any nulls. The district name doesn't have any nulls. Crop year doesn't have any nulls. Season doesn't have. Crop doesn't have area. Where the production having 3,730 nulls. So if at all we want to delete that nulls rows, if at all I want to delete the row, so I'm using what like RDF, the row DF. I'm converting, I'm deleting the nulls, okay, by using a drop NA. DF dot drop NA. Okay, I'm dropping the entire rows, those encountering null values. Okay, see, now I'm finding this is NA of sum. See, sorry, have forget the sum. Yeah, 0. The projection become as 0. Let us check their shapes. Okay, df dot shape followed by rdf dot shape. See, both. One second, sorry, it shows on the reason, right? Yeah, first I'm showing here 2,46,000, right? RDF dot shape. See here, it reduces, right? It reduces into whatever we have, 3,000, right? Right? How many we have? 3,700. So 2,46,000 minus 3,700, it's become as 2,42,000. 42,000. It became as 42,000. So if at all I want to delete the column, see, before that, okay, oh, no problem. CDF is equals to df dot drop NA of axis is equals to 1. Am I clear? Right? So here I'm using CDF dot head of 20. See what it lost? Stage is the crop season production. Production is entirely loss. Okay, why? Because production having null values, right? Out of 7, we have only 3 right now. The production, entire production will be deleted in a CDF. See, if at all I want to show their info, let's say df dot info, first one, it shows like this. See, it has the range of indexing 2,46,091, right? The columns are 7. The columns are 0 to 6 columns. We are going to inspect the RDF and CDF. Okay. First is RDF. RDF dot info. What we lost here? The rows. So the rows became as 2,42,000. Sorry, 2,42,000. It became as 2,42,000. See here, those will be decreases from 2,46,000 to 2,42,000. Okay. If at all, I want to delete the column, I'm dropping the columns, so it become as 6 only. So 0 to 5 will be presented in a CDF dot info. Okay, the production will be loss. See here, 0 to 5 only. Okay, see again, see 2,46,000 is there. Rows are there, but the column will be decreases from 7 to 6. Okay, right? This is a way we are going to clean the data. So any analytics, any analysis, data analysis, especially in EDA, we are using data cleaning mechanism by using a drop NA. When we are drop NA, we need to put some some kind of cautious execution. So if at all if we want to execute drop NA, we need to store in a different data frame, not store in the same data frame. So we lost some kind of rows and columns. That depends upon your execution. So be cautious when we are using drop NA. Okay, right? This is drop NA. Fill NA. Let's say, for example, I will create one now. Like 1 second. I'm going to change this. Where is we have 1 second. I'm going to create an empty lines in my specific yeah, here. Where is that? Not this one in a dictionary. I'm deleting the year here and deleting rule number, which is not available default, right? So what happened? Yeah, especially yeah. I'm deleting this one. I'm deleting one name also. Here I'm deleting the name. Let us see here we have to give a space, right? So okay, df is created. Df1 dot info. Yeah. So df1 dot is na sum. We don't have. Otherwise, we have to delete. Otherwise, we are applying for this only. Yeah. Here we have sorry. Here, right? Yeah. Here, remove this data. Here, remove the item. Okay. Yeah, that is df2, right? Df2. Here, see, I'm showing the null values. Okay, df2 is na dot sum. See the price. Two prices is lost. Okay, I'm not using two prices. Okay, that is df2. So na. Okay, not a number. It doesn't have any numbers. Okay. Now, how can we clean this? df2 SDF. We can use SDF, shop df. Drop column. We are x is equals to 1. Drop NA, sorry, drop NA. So SDF, see, the price will be deleted. So here we have an NA. Am I clear? Right? Yeah. This is the way we are cleaning the data. If at all I want to fill the details, let's say I want to use DF2 fill NA. I want to explain that fill NA. They're filling access no access directly, whatever the not a null. Okay, where we have an null, I'm filling one value that is 20 rupees. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm applying into, yeah, have to apply into F3 instead of that I'm applying. That's why I got, okay. That is right. So whatever the NAs nulls, which is replaced by 20. Okay, right? Yeah. Next, we have an as type. We discussed the noun same as by as type. Okay, we can replace whatever the numbers we have. We can replace multiple values also. We can rename the column name. How can we rename the column name? I will show. Using of columns is equals to. Okay. Let's say I want to rename this price as an MRP. How can I? df2 dot rename of, okay, the columns in curly braces. We have to use first old name, that is price, and the new one MRP, maximum retail price. We see it will become as MRP. So this is the way we are going to modify. Okay, right? And the next is set index. We can also set index, rename the index also. Okay, right? Let's say item we are where lambda. Okay, into lambda expressions. Okay, and the next is how we are filtering and sorting. Let's say I want to filter the cropping concept. I will show. I want the crop details in between the years. Okay, so how can I? df of, so df of, here I'm using the crop year greater than 2010. So 2010 above crop years will be displayed. One second. It is integer, right? Oh, sorry. See, all the years above 2010. If at all I want to give 2014 above, okay, it shows only 2015. Okay, there are 562 rows. Okay, and if at all I want over like prediction above 10 lakhs or 10,000. Okay, how can I? Df production greater than 10,000. Above 10,000 production. Above 1 lakh. Okay. Above 10 lakhs. See, above 1 crore. See, like this. Okay. If at all I have an area, let's say how many hectares? Above 1 lakh hectare. Okay. Above 10 lakh hectares area. So like this. Above here. So yeah, so these are the above 1 crore, 10 lakhs, sorry, 10 lakhs acres. Okay, right? And we can have a combination also. In the combination, let's say for example, I want to show 2013 to 2015 in between cropping areas. How can I? Let's say I want to use this mechanisms df crop year greater than 2012. Here we have and here also we have a range, that is crop year greater than, sorry, less than 2015. Okay, in between 12 to 15. Okay, only 30, right? Yeah, range, the range of selection which has happened here. Okay, the sorting values. If at all I want to sort the values of district names, how can I? Df dot sort values of whatever the values we have, like district name. Sort values to column 1. Values, not value. Okay. Yeah. See, 24 Ratna 2 like this. If at all I want to use the crop type, I mean season, it shows the season wise, and now winter. Okay. And if at all crop, okay, banana. Before we have an A also, right? Okay, crop apple, acronaut followed by this, and we can get the head also, head of 30. It shows 30 also. So apple, acronaut, all the acronauts. Okay. If at all I want like the range, right? What like ilog of, how can I? Ilog of 12, 20. So here like this. Also, okay, Kokanjar 2006 whole year acronaut. Let's say 1,50,000. Ilog, Rajasthan, Bajra. Let's say 5. So banana. Damla Salem banana. And the 15,520 line. It's a line number. Okay. And this is the way we are going to filter and sort and group. We have to know the group by. Usually I want to group by the crop and crop year. Okay, or production, crop and production. Otherwise season crop, right? So df dot, I want to store in a separate. Td is equals to df group by of, we have to specify what like column names, that is season followed by the crop. Okay. Now I want to display data of 20. Right? These are head 20s. Right? One second. df by column. It's not like that. One second. There is something group by df group by. No info. One second. Group by will discuss. Yeah, one second. I will show in the group by here. So, we are using, yeah, B. So we need to use some operation to get, one second. Yeah, dd sum. So season wise. Okay, in season autumn we have a crops like this. Okay, if it all I want to production, ep is equals to df of your what like sorry, df dot group by of we should have an braces like this. That braces what like first one is a crop and pp dot sum. It shows the crop followed by production, each and every crop. Right, see, apple production 0, coconut having some kind of production like this. Let's say dot head of 200. It shows 200 lines. Only 200 lines. Okay. Okay. This is the way we are going to filter the group by. Right? Join is nothing but just we are joining the data sets, whether it may be vertically or horizontally. Okay. Append is in a new row which can append the existing data set. And these are the statistics Simply we are going to get the mean and correlation count maximum minimum value. So if at all I'm using in mean value, it takes much time. So simply I'm using df3 dot in a simple. Okay, it shows the each and every mean of row, and df dot the mean. Okay, it shows the minimum value of each and every thing. So and the minimum value, and df having maximum also. Okay, and let's say df2 dot std standard deviation row. So like this, right? Only quantity, price is NA, right? df3 std, it shows the standard deviation of your random numbers. Okay, each and every row. df1 std, it shows the students details, year and rank. Okay, and we have a correlation also, median standard deviation correlation. If at all I have a correlation, if at all we are applying df, it takes much time because it is a lengthy one, right? It's going to be hang. That's why I'm not using df. df1 dot median, median. Okay. So it shows the medians of your each and every numbers. Only it applicables. Statistics can be applicable in integer columns only, not the object columns. Okay, so these are the statistical functions, and this is about your pandas. So if at all we are taking any case study like this, we can execute whatever the analytics we want. Okay, if at all I'm taking covid data set, we can load the covid data set, we can execute the analytics. First, before applying the analysis, we need to clean the data. We should know, we should check whether it is having null values or not. If it is a null value, we have to remove it. the, Basically frequently we are deleting rows only, not the columns. So let's say if at all have any null values, uh, if, most null values belongs to one particular column, then only we are deleting that. So in my example, the production is only the thing which having null value, because they don't have an production information due to some kind of natural disasters. So that's why it doesn't have the details of your productions of each and every crop and crop year. So this is about the pandas, how we are loading the data set in pandas, how we are cleaning the data of your data set, how we are okay inspecting your data set, how we are filtering the data set, how we are selecting the content of your data set based upon the conditions, how we are converting the data sets into your projecting concepts, how we are filtering the data, how we are joining the data, how we are applying the statistical methods of on your data sets, in how many ways we can create a pandas objects like a data frames and series. Okay, and these are the things we have discussed till now. So this is about your pandas session. If at all you have any doubts, please ask me. Otherwise I will wind up the session.